Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Today, we're gonna talk about who's who. In this hottest day in Boston, I do not have air conditioning. So, obviously, I'm not quite prominent. But believe or not, every year I would get email from who's who saying, your name is on our list. Please contact us. I think first email I got was like at least 10 years ago. Actually, the first time I got that email, I did respond. And then I got an email talking back saying they want $60 if I really want to join a party or something, and the party, the amount of party money will be extra. So $60 to be a member. I thought that it would be a little too much, so I never saved up enough money to do that. Occasionally I have $10 or $20. I would just get myself a treat or a piece of clothing or something. I wouldn't spend it on saving up for who's who. So, I don't get me wrong. I couldn't afford it doesn't mean I didn't want to join it until one day I was watching NCIS. I believe that NCIS made that movie, that series, because they're real life events that's similar, because they just look super real, and saying that this girl, after she got her college degree, and she would just hang out with people on a list of who's who, and then one day she got killed, either overdosed or got killed by some guy. After watching that, I was thinking maybe I couldn't afford to join that who's who events for a good reason. Maybe I just shouldn't be there. So I wasn't in who's who, and one day I was glad that I wasn't in who's who, and every year who's who always sent me a thing saying, oh, this year you got your master's in 1 year. This is a big achievement. Your name's in our list, and this year you got a certificate. Those things actually are pretty important milestones for me. However, I don't see that has anything to do with other people or worth mentioning on who's who. Well, probably worth mentioning, but none of my business. In Boston, on the buses, on the train, what they always have ads on is like, our students don't have their nose to the sky. They have their noses to their books. See? I don't see who's so important to make their noses to the sky. See? And also, in traditional Chinese, when they name their kids, name a nickname, they name them as dog's leftover, little biggest kid, or, well, just some unimportant names. They say, when you look so unimportant and nobody wants to notice you, that's the easiest way to grow. And I don't know whether you remember the Ugly Duckling book. If you never read that story, we should read it together. The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling was so ugly that one winter when he was swimming in a pond, a whole bunch of blood hunting dogs came to find ducks to shoot, for their hunters to shoot. Dogs just sniffed on that ugly duckling and let him go. And Ugly Duckling was really mad and sad, saying, "Oh, I'm so ugly that dogs wouldn't care to bite me." That is what I'm saying. When Ugly Duckling was small and ugly, that little duckling can grow so freely and healthily and happily, even if there were a whole bunch of adverse events. Eventually, I hope you all know that Ugly Duckling was actually a white swan. So that's what I want to say. I want to say that don't spend your money on who's who. In front of those who's who people, stay poor, get some free food, and then get kicked out. The most important thing is not who's who, it's yourself. You're healthy, you're happy, and hunting dogs wouldn't hurt you. That's the most important. Okay, this is what I want to tell you about who's who. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Have a great the rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.